If you're looking for an awesome product at a great price, be sure to check out the link in the description. Tensions are escalating between India and the United States, reaching a critical juncture in their decades-long relationship. The Trump administration's unwavering demand that India cease its purchase of Russian oil, under threat of punitive tariffs, has thrown Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government into a precarious position. This standoff, marked by unprecedented public pressure from the former U.S. President, Donald Trump, presents a significant challenge to the bilateral partnership previously lauded as a cornerstone of regional stability. Trump's refusal to extend tariff concessions to India, unlike other nations, coupled with his public pronouncements of significantly increased tariffs, paints a stark picture of escalating trade friction. His scathing criticisms, aired on social media and Fox News, accuse India of profiting from the war in Ukraine by purchasing Russian oil, characterizing India's actions as morally reprehensible and economically self-destructive. These accusations, delivered with characteristic bluntness by Trump and his Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, are far from subtle and represent a dramatic departure from the previously cordial relationship between the two leaders. The impact of these aggressive pronouncements is keenly felt in New Delhi, a stark contrast to the friendly embrace witnessed just months prior during a visit by Prime Minister Modi to the U.S. Indian officials insist that Russia was not a topic of discussion during trade negotiations prior to Trump's public attacks, highlighting a communication breakdown that undermines the foundation of trust. The carefully cultivated partnership, built on mutual security interests, technological collaborations, and economic ties, now hangs in the balance. A shared goal of countering China's influence had previously strengthened this alliance, but the Trump administration's selective targeting of India, while seemingly overlooking China and Turkey, both significant buyers of Russian oil, raises questions of fairness and consistency in U.S. foreign policy. India's response has been one of measured defiance. Official statements contradict Trump's claims of an impending halt to Russian oil imports, asserting that India's foreign policy remains independent and will not be dictated by external pressures. The assertion of a steady and time-tested partnership with Russia underscores India's commitment to its long-standing relationship, a position further articulated by the Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson, who emphasizes the sovereignty of India's bilateral relationships. Former Indian Foreign Secretary Shyam Saran, in a pointed commentary, criticizes Trump's actions as a nightmare, calling for India to withstand the pressure and resist submitting to what he characterizes as both politically and economically motivated demands. This sentiment is echoed by many analysts who believe that succumbing to Trump's demands would severely damage India's national interests and compromise its autonomy in international relations. The central dilemma for Modi is stark: comply with Trump's demands, risking a loss of national prestige, or reject them, facing potentially crippling economic consequences. The highly public nature of Trump's threats, according to political scientist Pratap Banu Mehta, has further complicated matters, precluding the possibility of quiet, behind-the-scenes negotiations. Mehta also points to previous instances of public humiliation by Trump, including his unwarranted claim of mediating the India-Pakistan ceasefire, and his recent overtures to Pakistan, signing deals with India's rival in key sectors and hosting the Pakistani army chief at the White House, as evidence of a deliberate strategy to undermine India's position. These actions, coupled with Trump's suggestion of India potentially purchasing Pakistani oil, have severely damaged the relationship, evoking comparisons to the strained ties of 1971. The pervasive sense of distrust, many believe, will be difficult to overcome, regardless of any future agreements. The current crisis, therefore, represents far more